Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. And the Gamecocks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The back goes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. With jet sweep pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to think about push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Kane. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Velasquez. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Short gain on the play before he slides. This offense has a 2nd down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Kane. And the throw out to the sideline, but just a few yards. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Fast motion from the offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He lost one down the sideline. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Yeah, he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He's got his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, man.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Velasquez. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. He'll do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play again.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air. It's Kane. He makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw here on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
South Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Wide receiver shows motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like...
And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Got his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, it's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Doug.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line. Brings up.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
17, South Carolina, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He leaves it with his back. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something up.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Defense on skates that time. Drag him down at the 42. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Back to throw. It's Kane. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown tie! And the pummeling has started.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to throw, it's Kane. Moving away from pressure. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Right down the middle. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Snap it to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Kane. He's taking the shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses to 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Looking left. Makes the grab. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He's back to throw on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another